honestly wasn't even expecting to go live on YouTube, but it's the only place where I feel like I can speak a little bit without being, um, censored as much. They're starting to censor me here too. I wanted to come in here to give you guys a warning. There's a lot of big stuff coming to our country, and I done got a real big warning. I've had multiple warnings from the military and even some spouses from the military telling me that they're preparing to get ready for something big that's coming to our country. Now, I don't know how much I can say on here, but the most that I can say is it's coming. It's coming. It's 100%, 110, 120, 30, 40, 50, whatever you want to put up there. It's coming. My advice is to get you and your family ready as soon as possible because we have no idea what's really going on. The announcement of the Leopard 2 tanks would have been equivalent to a declaration of war with Russia. This is why they backed out of it, out of announcing it. That doesn't mean that they're not getting the tanks. That just means that they're not announcing that they're getting the tanks. You have to put in your mind that the Pentagon just spent $2.5 billion to give Ukraine military equipment. $2.5 billion. And they're not the only ones. Not every NATO member. I don't know about Turkey and Hungary, but Lithuania, Latvia, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, France, Germany, sort of. We got to wait on Germany. The UK, they are all going in. All in on this. This is about to get crazy. This is about to get wild. And this has not been a game. I don't know why people think this is so funny in a game. This is not a game. This is tampering with your life. This is going to fuck with all our lives. Don't y'all see the closer we get to war, now banks are trying to take people's money out. Oh, there was a glitch, right? Planes are getting grounded all around our country. Oh, it was an accident, right? Oh, we sent out the wrong message to the planes and told them to ground. That's so stupid of an excuse. Come on, guys. It was a cyber attack. Our country is under attack. Now they're saying we're being invaded from the bottom up and telling people in our country, yeah, we're being invaded. But people here, oh, no. But people in Texas know. The ones in Texas already know. When the immigrants start coming up to their door, trying to bust into their house and take their stuff and all that, they know. New York having big migrant hotels, and they're trying to make it a big deal, like, oh, they're smoking marijuana and drinking. They do that now. The regular Americans do that, so that's nothing. But they're saying they're all overturned by migrants that's coming to this country. I'm like, okay, so as long as these migrants been coming in, and they're now saying it's about 250,000 that enter our country a month, which making me wonder how many people is actually in the United States right now, and how many is our friends and how many is our enemies. Is it overturning the Americans right now? If the power goes out, is everybody just going to go in chaos? Do some of these guys want to sabotage our shit paid by the Russian, Chinese, or North Korean or Iranian governments? Because we know Iran is building up in the South now. I showed y'all the map on my TikTok about Iran literally building up in South America. This is no joke. People are getting deployed. They said the next deployment's the last. They're telling people to get they're telling the Army, they're telling the Navy, telling the Air Force, get your families together. Spend as much time as you can with them. Eat whatever, you can. Because the next deployment might be your last. We were told that by the 82nd Brigade, too. He said, hey, watch the next deployment. Watch military movements. We're packing marshmallows, which is snow gear. We're about to go into war. Or training, war. I think they had enough training. They were training for war. That's why he said the booms and the boss and it goes fast and the booms. Yeah, they were training before the war happened. And now the war is about to happen. So now there's no really need for training anymore. There'll still be drills and stuff. But most of the stuff is it's about to get crazy. Big red flag, Moscow is putting defensive systems on top of their buildings. What does that mean? That Moscow is preparing for a long-range attack from either, well, we know Ukraine don't got long-range missiles, so you can only imagine where these missiles are going to be coming from. Belarus on alert, ready to go into Ukraine at any point in time. Also into Poland. People don't think about that. It ain't going to just be Ukraine getting invaded. It might be Poland too. Belarus hates Poland. There'd be a perfect little proxy to keep NATO from, I guess, attacking Russia. Nah, really attacking Belarus. If NATO attacks Belarus, I'm pretty sure Russia steps into that. Then you got China. China just sent an aircraft carrier right by Guam just to send a message to the United States to back the hell off because of our involvement with Taiwan. Us saying that Japan has our nuclear umbrella. We're going to protect Japan with nukes. Also, Japan turning into an offensive army instead of a defensive army. I'm just trying to get through it all. Kosovo and Serbia being on the verge of war. Azerbaijan just got attacked by Armenia yesterday. More, drama around the world. Iran threatening to destroy the United States and Israel. I mean, do we got to keep going to say that we're in World War III? It started. We are in World War III. I don't know why people don't want to admit this. Is it because your government's not admitting it? But when you have chaos all over the world and everybody's on the verge like they are today, we're already in economic World War III. Everywhere's collapsing. The United States is in default now. We done passed our debt limit. Banks are now not really allowed to give you financial loans anymore. In fact, they're probably about to start taking bigger percentages out of your own paychecks. You'd be lucky to make any good money anymore. As they're already taking food out of the markets, businesses are collapsing, people are moving elsewhere. I mean, come on, guys. How much more needs to happen, dude, before they slap it in your face and say, dude, we're at war. We know what's coming. The WEF know what's coming. They just warned you guys before 2 years, we're supposed to have a cyber attack to wipe out the power. They just told you that, right? So why is this going out of people's mind right now on where this is going? It is here. We are in World War III. It's always starts off economically. There's always some huge fucking pandemic to keep people, I guess you can call it a big test. You can call it a big test. Is COVID a biological weapon or some kind of, weapon? Could be. Easily. You see the United States making in the labs these bigger variants of COVID that can kill even more people and kill 80% of our animals and all that. Y'all see them doing these tests all the time. So yes, it can be a biological weapon. It can be a weapon used to cause chaos around the world. So whoever dropped COVID that was the declaration of war. Remember they said World War III started in 2020? That's probably what they were talking about. We just haven't started shooting missiles and all that yet. But, oh, yeah, stuff is getting sabotaged. I know y'all see all the oil rigs on fire, the gas plants on fire, or the pipelines on fire. I'm pretty sure you see power plants getting hit, substations getting shot. I mean, Russia, there's all types of attacks in Russia that they say, oh, we don't know what's going on. But, dog, y'all just come out saying Ukraine's doing it. Then y'all say they had coordinates from the West doing it. So what does that mean? We're involved in a war with Russia. 130 food plants being burned last year, burnt down to the bust. And you're wondering where your food's going. Fertilizer not being produced as much as it was before. Oh, I mean, how much more shit need to happen for people to wake up? We are in dangerous territory, guys. This is really bad. So now I suggest to you, if they are telling the Army and the Navy and military men are, getting killed for telling you to get your shit together, hey, this is what's coming, you should probably start getting ready. These guys are risking their lives to tell you the truth because they know what's coming. And if you're just going to ignore that, that is pure ignorance. They're trying their best. And they're not even allowed to. They're scared. So how you think these regular citizens and these ignorant, people that kind of blow this off and put down people like me that try to put the message out, how are they going to feel when the shit breaks loose? They're going to be the ones around robbing people. I say this in my TikTok all the time. Those are the people going to be running around, knocking door to door. Hey, you got some cheese, you got some eggs, you got this, you got that. No, dude, leave me alone. Why didn't you prepare? Did you listen to the news? Did you listen to when they were giving you the warnings? No, I didn't believe in, okay. Well, that's on you. Because the message was everywhere. It's all over TikTok now. It's all over YouTube. It's all over your news now. Your news ain't even hiding it. Fox News, I just watched a whole fucking video on Fox News telling the world that, or telling the United States, I should say, that the Biden don't even run the country. The country's ran by the deep state. I'm like, dude, we've been saying that for years. Now you guys want to come out at the last minute to tell everybody what's really going on? But when we came out and put the dots together, we were conspiracy theorists and didn't know what the fuck we were talking about, right? Now shit's actually hitting the fan. Everything's coming out. Ooh, there's UFOs. Look at these UFOs. We don't know what those are. We don't know what's driving them. Okay, so if you don't know, then what would you call that? What, are they unmanned? Are they invisible? Do you not got radars that can detect heat signatures and shit? Or are they, fielded with some kind of force? We're like, what's up? Biden doesn't make the decisions in this country. It's ran by the guys over Biden. Oh, no shit. We stopped teaching history because then you'll figure out who really runs the government. Oh, really? I was wondering why nobody knows what the fuck is going on anymore. They got people so brainwashed in this country. My generation had it good. The generation before me had it great. They actually had real history. Maybe they not had the perfect history. They still had, some Kurtz. But they had it good. The new generation, they got it bad. They're not getting taught nothing but hate, degrade men and women, and a whole bunch of fucked up shit to divide our country. Now, the bad part about having so long a peace, 60 to 70 years of peace, is nobody knows the mentality of war. And this is the mentality that I'm trying to bring back. Because people don't know how to survive. Now they just cry about it. Go out there and make a fire. Oh, how you do that? Hey, skin a fish. I don't want to kill it. It's so cute. Go shoot a deer. Why would I do that? Animal lives matter too, bro. Okay, so when you lose your stove, when you lose your power, how many Americans can truly say that they can survive without this? It's time to start. Like, it's really time to start learning, guys. I'm not trying to over exaggerate this. I'm trying to tell you guys, you need a war mentality because that's what's coming. Our country don't have it, and a lot of other countries do. Why do you think Russia don't give a fuck what's happening in their country right now? Because they have been hard. They have that history. They didn't want to teach all this softness to their people. They don't want this. They have their own way of doing shit, and they're going to force their people to go into fight like we will do when the war starts. So while y'all all over there boo-hooing, oh my God, they're so horrible, it's going to be coming here too. Don't worry, it's just right around the corner. Wait till a big missile attack hits your fucking city or hit somewhere in the United States to freak all the people out, and your government say, okay, all you guys need to fight for your country. We're calling up a draft. Then let's see how many people say, oh, poor guy. No, there's going to be, oh, shit, let me get the fuck out of this country. Shit. Y'all see how many people left Russia? They shoot. They're going to be doing that here, too. Let them call up a fucking draft. There ain't no fucking real men and women here. There's some. There's some. I ain't gonna put all you guys under the bus. But there's a lot of pussies in this country too that won't even fight. They don't even want to get a scratch on them without calling to the hospital. Oh my God. Am I okay, doctor? Somebody comes down to your backyard with a fucking gun. What are you going to do? There's a lot of Americans that have guns. Yeah, there's a lot of Americans that don't know how to use them either. They don't got training or anything. No, there's a lot of veterans here that's going to be putting that chip on their soldier. They got that chip on their soldier for a reason. I mean, we got vets here that I'm happy for because those are the ones that's going to be trying to train people. Maybe you'll be lucky. They might just say, "Fuck you guys. Y'all should have took the training when it was up in the air." We got soldiers here, but they're going to be too worried about the war that's happening overseas. That's about to happen because we got to deal with Russia and China, two whole different regions. So that's whole different deployments. You're not going to have a grocery store to go there and get some food. You'll be lucky if you even got some kind of currency. It might be back in the old days when you got to trade shit for shit. Hey, man, I got this solar generator. I mean, I got a couple of them, but please, man, I just need something to heat my stuff, man. Please. You know, it's going to be back to them days where they trade to get stuff. Not have some money, you know, some IOU. Hey, all right, they said they registered, they for the money back. Now, whatever you trade, you ain't getting back. You got diamonds. Ooh, that might be a very good value. Ooh, I like diamonds. You got gold. That might help out too. Skin real, people. I'm sorry I gotta be tough today. I gotta feel like the asshole and the mean guy, but this is what you're gonna have to get used to. This is what you have to get used to. Because your country, when they declare martial law here, they're not going to be sitting here saying, "Oh, your feelings matter. I'm so sorry we locked you in this cage and forced you not to eat for a couple days." Oh, no, they're not going to do that. Suck it up. Get down right now. Get down right now. Why are you outside after 11 p.m.? Why are you outside? You know, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice. So I'm not going to be nice. Because that's what I have to get my family prepared for. And since my real family ain't willing to listen, I got to talk to the family that's already open-minded and that can listen to this stuff and that want to pay attention to this shit and that wants to know what's coming to our country because it is coming. You don't keep getting warnings and warnings and warnings and warnings. Every time America goes on the bandwagon of warning their citizens about something in subliminal messages or, you know, little Easter eggs in their movies or little commercials talking about blackouts, you know what's coming. You already know. The PSA they put on the TV, what to do in a nuclear attack. Not of a nuclear explosion of a power plant, a nuclear attack. Start putting up radioactive signs all over the country. Now we got the immigrant crisis. That's to prepare you for the real invasion that's coming when the power goes out. Already talking about letting out the prisoners, what I showed y'all the map so long ago. People didn't believe me on the prisoners. Oh, they would never release killers or murderers or pedophiles or any. Cali, bro, they getting half their time right now. Pedophiles getting right out that motherfucker. That's why I tell parents, protect your damn kids. Because when the power goes out, there ain't going to be no cops to tell those pedophiles to stay away from your kids. They're just going to take your kids and do whatever they want to do with them. That's why I tell women, learn how to fight and be a little stronger. And if you got a man, make sure you got a strong man. Because those guys ain't going to just go over there just because you're a woman and not hit you or do anything to you. These are killers, murderers, people that don't give a shit, that have mental issues. They're not going to stop just because you say stop. You can have a whole ass gun pointed at their face and they still might not stop at you. Are you going to be able to shoot? Do you have the heart to kill? Because you need that too. Just because you got a gun don't mean you're protected. You got to know how to kill somebody too. How to learn that that person right there is going to be gone. You just saw that person's soul leave their body. They're gone. You can't let it attack you. You got to be even stronger and push through that. There's a lot that's coming, guys, and people think this shit's a game. This ain't Call of Duty, man. This is not Call of Duty. This is real life. This is real lives. And when those lives are gone, you don't get those back. Sorry, I had to make myself pissed off because I know. But I don't want people to be scared. I just want y'all to be ready. I just want y'all to be ready. And it's not easy. It's not easy. None of this shit is easy. You think I want to talk about this shit? You think I really want to keep coming on here and saying, hey guys, man, we're getting closer. Oh my gosh, oh, we're going closer to new. Dude, I have a son to think about. That's why I push myself. This is in my field because I've looked up this stuff for so fucking long that I knew exactly when this shit turned to dust and this wasn't normal anymore. Yeah, I know when it was normal for us to do fly into each other's airspace and intercept each other's planes and do all this type of training. I knew when it was normal. Now it's not normal because we're actually having a conflict that is a big standoff between Russia and NATO. Not only Russia and NATO, the United States and China. Not only the United States and China, Japan's in that. North Korea and South Korea is having problems. And like all over the world, Australia's having problems with China. Philippines don't feel safe because China keeps going past their waters. Like, this is not normal. This is not normal. China building up their military to take us out first. That's what Americans don't understand. They're building up for us. They know they can take Taiwan. They just got to get us out the way. Just like Japan. Russia knows they can take Ukraine. They got to get NATO out the way. So when y'all keep seeing these mass mobilizations, oh, they're going to send 1.5 million men into Ukraine. That's so fucking stupid. Especially when they said they were sending them to Finland's border, Sweden's border. They're building up for us. If we never got involved with sending weapons to Ukraine, Ukraine would have been defeated a long time ago. So they know where the problem's coming from. They're getting ready to destroy NATO and probably be destroyed themselves. So we all know how this is going to end. So I can't give you much advice on nuclear war. I can't give you no advice on that. Because I don't think many people even know. I don't even think the scientist really knows how to survive a nuclear conflict. That's just something that's never happened. They explode lots of nuclear weapons on this earth, nuclear devices. But I cannot tell you guys how to survive a nuclear war. But I can help you with the EMP or with, your power being put out, because we know that's coming too. I can tell you to stay away from military camps and tell you to stay away from FEMA. I can tell you to watch a map, read a map, and get a compass and know your area. Map out all the hot spots that you think you're going to need to go for hunting or to get gear, get a filter so you can go out and get water. But I mean, after the nuclear war, it's not much you can do about contaminated water. All I can tell you is get yourself a nice radioactive suit and be prepared to live like you never lived before. Like, I guess like the legend, I Am Legend, without the zombies. Go rewind to the beginning of this for the people asking for news. Obviously, you know I'm on YouTube, so I can't put a green screen behind me and show you guys all these articles this is coming from, but this is all from today. Russia did threaten us with nuclear war too. 1 to 2 days ago, yesterday, Russia threatened us that if we sent heavy artillery to Ukraine, like tanks or like long-range missiles, that this war has a high chance of escalating, and it is going to escalate. It's going to be extremely dangerous and highly likely to turn into a nuclear conflict. Medvedev said a couple of days ago, if Russia's defeated, they're going to move to nuclear weapons. So, I mean, China told them not to do that, and they're still doing it. So they're putting their point across. They're risking losing their allies to tell you guys, your government's going to get you fucked up. I ain't want to do this live too long because I know Off-Grid's about to come on. I know he's about to do his live, so I want to know what he has to talk about. But I know I've been missing in action on my YouTube, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a green screen in. I'm setting up my new house, my new place, getting everything together to start going live and stuff again on YouTube, because I want my YouTube lives to be better than my TikTok lives. I want to be able to find a way to really connect with the base on here. So I'm sorry I disappeared for a little bit, but I'm not going to be disappeared for long. I have a desk coming in on the 24th. I also have a green screen already put up in the room that I set up. But take a breath. I don't want you to be scared. I just want you to be aware. I just want you to be prepared. Don't be scared. Don't start shaking over this, because scared minds do not think right. And that's not where I want people's minds to be right now. I just want you to be ready for the harsh reality that's about to come and hit you, because people ain't used to this. And it makes me sad that a lot of our Americans don't even know. A lot of our Americans don't even know what's going on. Not people in the world don't really know what's going on. I'm not going to tell them anything, because even Russia's killing their own people. It's both ways. I'm not going to say Ukraine is the only one doing it, because they are doing war crimes and they are killing their own people too. Russia's doing it as well. So that's why I say I don't pick sides, because all governments are corrupt. Russia's fighting in their own way. Ukraine's fighting in their own way. That's where we meet in the middle. So you guys know it. You guys know it. That's why I don't bring it up. On that note, I'm going to tell you guys to start looking up stuff, just basic survival stuff that's going to last you longer than a couple weeks. I want you guys to really start thinking on your survivability and just start looking at your area. Maybe check out your neighbors. I'm not saying like do anything bad. I'm just saying see if they're good people or bad people. Start, scoping out your area. That's what I started doing yesterday. I started scoping out the new place that I'm at. I started scoping out the area, seeing, hey, who's cool? Hey, who has dogs? Hey, who, where, to get food and stuff if things really get bad. Even though I know when the power goes out, it's just going to be hectic. But I'm even looking at fields, because there's a whole field in front of, not in front of my house, but a little bit down. It's a huge field. Watch Canadian Prepper. He's really good at teaching you guys this type of stuff. If I totally get silenced, most likely the internet will already be down. Because I'm not going to give up. I told you guys. If the TikTok goes down, then most likely not too long after that YouTube will go down. The only reason they're taking down TikTok is so they can completely stop all the information from getting out to you. Too much stuff is getting out on the internet. So now they got to find a way to take the internet down. And YouTube too, because if they take down TikTok, everybody's just going to move to YouTube and put their stuff on YouTube. And then once, YouTube gets taken down, then all these people are going to go over to Twitter and start posting their shit on Twitter, which they're already doing anyway. And Twitter gets shut down, then, you pretty much know where this is going. Everything's going to just get shut down at once, I believe. I don't think they're going to make an announcement and say, hey, we're going to get rid of TikTok. It's illegal in our country. I think they're just going to take it down. They're just going to take all this shit down. False flag EMP? I don't know. Anyways, I wanted you guys to have this message. And I did this a cappella so you guys know this is straight fresh in my head right now. This is straight fresh in my head. So you can go and rewatch this and see everything that I had to talk about. It is really getting real, and I hope you guys can just please take my words of advice and prepare now. Prepare now. Get a seed book. See the kind of seeds that you can grow. You might have to try to make your own light for them and stuff. You might have to try to find, different ways to survive. Everybody has their own field. Everybody has their own field. Water, stock up on a lot of water. Water's going to be your best friend. So if you got sealed water, that's going to be your best friend because, if shit does hit the fanny, a lot of stuff might be contaminated. They might start trying to poison your water or throw chemicals in your shit, to fuck up the neighborhood. This is what happens in war. This is what happens. There's no rules to war. But I love you guys, man, and I really care about you guys, and I hope y'all know that now. Hope y'all know. I do. I wouldn't keep moving on with this. I wouldn't keep pushing, even though I have a lot of credits. I wouldn't just keep trying to get the message to you guys. I love you guys. Y'all are my base. Y'all are the family. And I really feel like that. I don't care about the other TikToks that do it for the money, the greed, the this, the that. Nah, you guys are family. Anyways, remember our golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. I'm gonna let Off Grid get ready to start up his live, and y'all might see me pop up in there. But get ready for the storm, man. It's coming. The big one's coming, just like they've been warning you guys. So I hope y'all ready for the big one. Anyways, on that note, let's go. Let's go. And Dustin, then go to another channel. I'll end that one with that. Somebody get Dustin out of here. Because obviously he don't see no signs. But anyways, on that note, I'll see you guys later. Peace. The live will be saved.